3 approaches to happiness and well-being. So this is broadly from holistic counselling, positive psychology, and looking at human flourishing, which is tapping into an individual's innate and current strengths and capabilities to help generate happiness and longer lasting feelings of joy, contentment, fulfilment, and ultimately well-being. So the first way there's 3 ways. So the first way we typically look to derive happiness, feel happiness, is a more short-lived experience of pleasure. It's more dopamine driven, and it might be sitting down to have a lovely meal. It might be having a tasty drink. It could be going shopping and getting something that you really wanted. So scrolling social media, so on. Those short bursts of happiness, they're probably not conducive to longer term fulfillment or meaning, but we feel good in the moment. So that's one way. Number 2 is dropping into tasks, engaging in tasks that allow us to drop into a state of flow. A state of flow is when our perception of time just dissipates because we're so immersed in the task that we're doing. We're thoroughly enjoying it. The creative juices are flowing. We might be writing, creating. We could be immersed in a work task because we love what we're doing, reading a book, anything where sort of time falls away and we're, as I said, thoroughly immersed in the task, engagement. The third way is more conducive to longer term feelings of happiness, joy, fulfillment, meaning, contentment, and it's more oxytocin driven. So oxytocin is the love drug. That's what it's termed. And that can typically happen from acts of service, acts of altruism, connection with other human beings, connection and contribution to community. So if we engage in tasks or work or even just social engagements, which is a huge part of our overall well-being because humans are hardwired for connection, we're going to start to feel a greater sense of well-being. If we're giving our time and energy for the betterment of others, that's naturally also correlative to the higher levels of consciousness from Dr. David Hawkins' map of consciousness. So when we have a greater balance of, we all do number 1, short-term pleasures, but when we have a greater balance of more flow activities and more contribution to society, to community, to other people around us, it could be simply like holding space for someone that we know, having a chat with someone that we've just met. When we have a balance of more 2 and 3, we're going to start to feel a longer term happiness, more contentment, more fulfillment, meaning, joy, and ultimately a greater sense of well-being. A greater sense of well-being has a very physiological impact on the body. The whole body-mind benefits from feeling a greater sense of well-being. So I hope this helps. Sort of 3 key approaches to happiness, and a lot of us can be due to the sort of state of society, we're all very busy and we look for those short-term magic bullets to make us feel good. The more we balance out tasks of flow, engagement, and seeking out connection, contributing to community, meaning, connecting with other humans, we're going to start to feel those longer term benefits in body, mind, spirit, and emotionally as well.